Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny on X. We're gonna do this on X because what episode is this? 425, I believe. Yeah, no, 424. Let me check. YouTube. Stupid YouTube. So I was on YouTube yesterday with Dirty Dalish, and we were doing a live stream of a movie that was in the public domain, which was called 420. So this is 425. We were doing a episode of Movie Date with Dirty Dalish, where the movie's in the public domain, and the movie is called Uh, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, which very misleading because he doesn't really conquer them, but whatever. But yeah, we were doing that. It's in the public domain, and it did a copyright claim, and because I didn't take the stream down within a certain amount of time or whatever, it just gave me a copyright strike and told me fuck you, forget you, and so I can't stream on there, upload anything for 7 days. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what bullshit is this? And I'm trying to like message them and tell them like, hey, this is material that is in the public domain. Like it should be able to just be streamed. Not only that, I'm using fair use. I feel like because we're adding commentary to it, and they were like, well, we don't get in between media like copyrights and stuff like that. You can appeal it, blah blah blah. And I'm like, so in theory, anyone could say they own anything and then just put a copyright claim on it, and you can't do anything about it. Like, but here you have, I could literally name like 10 fucking YouTubes that use wrestling fucking copyright wrestling footage and shit. Like they just find weird ways to maneuver around it. So I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm gonna just do this stuff on X. Forget it. I'm gonna put my whole archive slowly onto X, and yeah, just do it that way because I don't know. It seems like the better way to do it, and to be closer to you, the fans. No, just And then I figure if they're already giving me enough trouble now, the content that I already do talk about is gonna be a issue later on down the line. I already know. So we'll just do it here. Fuck it. And then we'll have the podcast available anywhere audio wise if you want to listen to it. It's literally available anywhere. Just search That's All Funny on your favorite podcast player and you'll find it. I'll keep up with that. And then we have the Patreon too. It's on there, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola if you want to get episodes early and all that stuff like the interviews and shit. But for now on X it'll be video form like this. I feel like it's easier. Will I do it on Patreon? I don't know. Maybe this will be just on X. That's all funny on X. But let's talk about the news here because that's what I like to do. So let's look at this headline first here. Decline in local news outlets is accelerating despite efforts to help. And uh I don't know if they're really doing efforts to help, but I can understand why there is a decline in local news. Like, why, when you can get the news right on your hands, straightforward from a phone or anything, and then local news are less inclined to be ran by the bigger media outlets. So I understand that too. They kind of just do their own thing, but I don't know. I could see a local news. I know we had yeah, I remember in school we had our own papers, and then the in local towns we had the Valley Leader News. It was all just like kind of gossip if you think about it, obituaries and gossip. That's all uh local news is. So yeah, that's the way I see it. But what do I know? Next headline. This one just says every spider costume in the Madam Web trailer explained. And I watched the Madam Web trailer. It really like didn't make any sense to me, but I guess her character, that's her character. It's like she knows every Spider-Man in every universe, and she can see all and all that shit. And I mean, if I remember the cartoons correctly, Madam Web was like an older lady, not a hot ass Dakota whatever from fucking 50 Shades of Grey. But what do I know? Again, I don't know the way they want to go. And then if this dude is like an evil Spider-Man, he just kind of like fucking Zoom from what is it? From the Flash, the TV series, which Zoom was a badass villain and that probably the best villain next to the Reverse Flash. Both very good. I feel like Zoom was probably the best, so that was the height. And what was season 3 on the Flash? Was it Savitar? I don't know. But season 2 was like the shit on the Flash, and then it went like 8 or 9 seasons, and then finally ended. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. You know, fucking this trailer and the way Disney wants to go with that route. So I don't know. They can do whatever they want. The MCU, Sony, whatever. It's all under the same web. Huh. The same web. Next headline. Half-Life is free until November 20th. And if you have Steam, this is where you can get it for free because Steam and Valve are the ones that developed Half-Life. I never played Half-Life, so I might have to pick it up if it is free. I do have the orange. I'm pretty sure I have the orange box, which you can play on your Xbox too, and which is where I first got my eyes on Half-Life is the orange box when it came out on Xbox 360, and I didn't play Half-Life because they had Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, and then Half-Life 2 Part 2. I know it ends on a fucking rowdy cliffhanger, but I remember my brother playing it a lot, and he beat it. There was some achievement on there where you beat it with only firing one bullet, and he did that, and he was pretty proud of himself. But yeah, I watched him pretty much play Half Life, and he was really into it. So this is a pretty good deal if you want to pick up, I don't know, a free game on Steam if you use Steam, kind of like the way I use Bing, but whatever. Um, let's see. And then I like how they have news articles saying, "Why is Valve giving away Half-Life for free on Steam?" Like, dude, just fucking be happy. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why do you gotta like, you know, say anything about it? Like, shut the fuck up. Just let us fucking get Steam or Half-Life for free. Speaking of which, Super Mario RPG Remake came out today, supposedly, right? It's released. How long to beat and how to unlock the new post game, dude. The minute I saw like midnight hit last night, because I was up till whatever playing Coral Island. It's a pretty cute little Stardew Valley wannabe. But how long to beat and how long to unlock it? I already saw people with full gameplay videos, like full 100% uh good ending, blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, this game just fucking came out, and you're already uh like beating it, you know, like it's ridiculous the shit that like people speed run these games or they beat them so quickly. I don't know. It's like, how do you even enjoy it, you know? And I get it, some of them get like review copies to, you know, release that whenever the embargo is cleared or whatever you want to call it, whatever the term. But it's like, man, like give us a fucking little bit to like let it simmer for a while until you eat that steak, you know? Like Jesus, maybe it would taste better. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? I'm still just I haven't even beat Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I got like halfway through it and I just got depressed and fell off it, whatever. Finally, without having to do with video games, the FDA recalls FDA recalls another 27 eye drop products. What you need to know as a consumer, and I'm like, another 27 eye drop. Jesus Christ, are they just taking them all off the shelves? Like, what is going on here? You know, I don't know. It's kind of scary, but at the same time, what are in eye drops? Like they just like miraculous. Like you're putting it in your eye, which eyes are pretty fucking. I know they're resilient, but at the same time pretty scary how they're just like open, you know, open organs. and yeah, you're just fucking putting these drops in your eyes that kind of like numb them or clear them, and it's, I don't know, it's scary. Everything's scary though if you think about it, like as far as putting shit in your body and drugs and all that. Even though I'll take the shit out of Tylenol, I love Tylenol, I love ibuprofen. There's a tip. Well, I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as doctor advice, but you could take both of those and it won't really hurt your liver. You just have to alternate between the two, in a healthy dose. But I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice. Please don't. And I'm not healthy either. I'm a fat piece of shit. So there's that too, you know? Uh that's just the way things go, I guess. That's just the way it is. Things never change. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for listening to and watching, if you're on X, this new beginning. I know this fucking baptizing a new beginning of the That's All Funny podcast. We have That's All Funny on X. If you'd like, you could check out That's All Funny anywhere podcasts are available. If you want to help fund it, we have all of our cash thingies there. There's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Just look for $ Funky Eskimo or at Funky Eskimo. And yeah, check out the website retrohorrorinc.com for merchandise, or if you want to just commission great art. That all the art here is done by the great Retro Horror Inc. So check that out too. And yeah, I want to thank you all for listening. Hopefully, this doesn't hurt as much. Migrating from YouTube to Twitter or to X. I'm sorry, migrating from YouTube to X, and then keeping the podcast available on Patreon if you want to support it there, or just listening anywhere else. There's still choices, a lot of choices. We just won't try to be on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe we'll go back later because that's all people do is say they're not going to go back to something and then go back to it. I am just as hypocritical as everyone else. But I want to thank you all for listening. Be safe, and yeah, I want you all to take care. Bye.
I need